Coming up on Newswatching, more women come forward accusing an NFL star of sexual misconduct.
Infamous London serial killer Jack the Ripper's identity has finally been revealed.
And a murder over the popular video game Fortnite.
All that and more on Newswatching tonight.
7 additional women have come forward and accused Ravens star kicker Justin Tucker of sexually inappropriate misconduct at high-end spas. This increases the total number to 16 therapists from 8 different spas to make allegations of inappropriate behavior by Tucker. All of the incidents reportedly occurred during sessions from 2012 to 2016, which were Tucker's first 5 seasons in the NFL. In response to the accusations, Tucker made a post on social media on January 30th, where he called the allegations, quote, unequivocally false.
One of history's oldest mysteries, the true identity of the 19th century serial killer Jack the Ripper, may have finally been solved nearly 140 years later. English historian and author Russell Edwards said DNA found on a shawl recovered from the scene of one of the killer's murders was tested, revealing the butcher who terrorized Victorian London's East End in the late 1800s was a 23-year-old Polish immigrant named Aaron Kosminski. Kosminski died in a mental institution in 1919. He is responsible for 5 different murders spanning between 1888 and 1891.
Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear said the death toll from the weekend's torrential rainfall reached 11 after the death of a man in Hardin County and another in Floyd County. Parts of Kentucky and Tennessee received up to 6 inches of rain during the weekend storms. Beshear said Sunday there had been around 1,000 rescues due to flooding since storms hit Kentucky, one of the most serious weather events the state has dealt with in the past decade. State officials and local police are encouraging people to stay off the roads, with Kentucky expecting snow later this week. A 23-year-old unemployed Frenchman said he murdered an 11-year-old girl earlier this month because he was in a rage over losing a game of Fortnite. A man identified as Owen L. told police that he was angry over losing at the popular video game and had a fight with another gamer before leaving to go outside and take a walk around to release his frustration. Police found the body of 11-year-old Louis LaSalle about 16 miles south of Paris on February 8th, about 12 hours after her parents reported her missing. French police said Owen L. confessed to the murder. Louis was on her way home from middle school on February 7th when the suspect allegedly intercepted her.
One of Uganda's infamous animals, the crested crane, is now facing extinction. The crane plays a pivotal role in Ugandan society, as the country's national sports teams are also nicknamed after the iconic bird. The bird is currently protected by law, which stipulates a life sentence and/or a fine of 20 BN Ugandan shillings, which is $5 million US, if one is found to have killed one. Farmers are at the forefront of this issue, publicly stating that cranes raid their plantations and eat their crops. With the increase in human population, the high demand for food is pushing farmers to move into the wetlands, leaving crested cranes with less areas to call home. Top-ranked tennis player Jannik Sinner accepted a 3-month ban in a settlement with the World Anti-Doping Agency. Sinner, who's coming off a 2025 Australian Open title, was suspended due to clostrobal being found in his doping sample. Sinner claims he received the ointment from a trainer who used the substance after Sinner cut his finger. Many fans and players are outraged that Sinner conveniently accepted his suspension in between majors, meaning he will be eligible to play in the French Open, which starts on May 25th. Players have expressed that there is no clear solution to doping problems, and the ADA has decided to make these issues a case-by-case problem rather than having established rules.
Steph Curry claimed the Kobe Bryant MVP trophy and led Shaq's OGs to the All-Star title at the Chase Center in San Francisco. The NBA rolled out a new format with 4 teams, each coached by a basketball legend, competing in a single elimination tournament. 4-time NBA champion Shaquille O'Neal coached the winning team. Curry scored 12 points in the final to seal a 41-25 victory against Chuck's Global Stars. Curry ended the competition with 20 points in total and is the 15th player in NBA history to win the All-Star MVP on more than one occasion.
This past Sunday, Saturday Night Live held a 3-hour special to commemorate the show's 50th anniversary.
Live from New York.
The live 3-hour special aired one day after the late-night comedy show's first episode from 1975 re-aired Saturday night on NBC. The anniversary episode featured several special guests and former cast members, including Kim Kardashian, Dave Chappelle, Miley Cyrus, Adam Sandler, Tina Fey, Paul McCartney, Will Ferrell, Eddie Murphy, and more. Paul Simon and Sabrina Carpenter duetted on Simon's Homeward Bound to open the show, with McCartney finishing it off with a rarely performed song cycle from the Beatles' Abbey Road. You know, Matt, it's kind of crazy looking back and seeing how many different people have really been on SNL over these last 50 years.
Well, Nooch, I'll tell you what, it's really exciting. Clearly, we have some people in the studio who are excited as well.
Yeah, if I had to pick a favorite, it would have had to be seeing Eddie Murphy back on stage. Coming up next on News Watching.
A kayaker ends up in the mouth of a humpback whale.
And Pete Johans is on a quest to find a way to get funding to buy 10% of the New York Giants.
Stay with us.